Hey, Barry.
Yep.
The Scouts are coming in next week.
Oh, the Girl Scouts?
No, the swimming Scouts from Stanford.
Oh. That is the least sus quote we could use from that. Oh, look at us using new slang. Sus. What's going on, guys? My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This.
Boom,
Theme music. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the third week of Obsession Month.
Yes, not the perfume.
Right. And it wouldn't be an Obsession Month movie if we didn't have a reverse stalker movie, right?
Right.
Colby, I believe you'd remember it more than me. In the early 90s, what came out first? From your memory, before we look it up, what came out first? What's it called? Fatal Attraction or Fear?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right? It's like almost like the chicken and the egg thing, right?
Right.
Because you always feel like when you talk about stalkers, it's always some creepy dude.
Yeah.
That's stalking, the head cheerleader or the cute floor. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, because it did seem like there was a handful of creepy guy stalker movies, and then Fatal Attraction seemed to be the first
to reverse it.
To reverse it, at least that I remember.
Right. but after like Fatal Attraction, we had like other ones like I believe was Single White Female like a stalker type of movie as well.
It was a little less. Well, yeah, and it was pretty stalkery. It was like the girl started to try to be the roommate.
Oh, okay.
And started like trying to like take over her life, as opposed to here more like.
It's more like she wants to be. Okay, so she wanted to be her.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's always nice to see like a reverse of what the norm is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have a couple of examples of that in cinema. Like we have Kramer versus Kramer, where it showed that if a single father could raise a child over the mother, and it was like interesting. I remember hearing that Kramer versus Kramer got used in a lot of separation cases where they're fighting for custody.
Yeah.
Because back then it used to be like the mother always went with the child, or the child always went with the mother.
Oh, right, always.
So,
unless there was like some criminal something,
well,
yeah, it seemed like it was always mom just immediately got custody.
Right. So, so like these type of movies shows that females can become super scary serial killer stalkers.
Yeah.
Oh, Colby, if you've been a long time fan of the channel, or if you've listened to a good amount, we all know that Colby used to be a swimmer in high school.
Yes, I did.
Did you ever? Was there ever any swim groupies when you?
No. You know what? I say that, but the team captain the year before I became team captain, like the guy was 1 year older. He was very like perfect swim body.
Oh,
he was like 6'4". He had like that like just very charming personality. Yes, so he had a lot of groupies.
Oh, so he had a very Captain America type of body.
Oh, yes.
Like a Dorito chip?
Yes. Yeah.
Wide shoulders, slim on the hips.
Yep.
But very just like made out of marble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then senior year, I was the team captain, and then it was like, oh, nerd captain. I mean, like, because I was like, wore a Speedo, and I didn't look bad in it, but I was not like rocking a Speedo.
Oh, you didn't look like you were made out of marble?
No.
I thought that would just happen naturally when you swam so much.
I also ate a lot of pizza. I don't know.
Well, but isn't that normal? Because I remember like everyone was so stunned when they heard Michael Phelps had to eat like 10,000 calories a day.
Right. And let me tell you, I ate a lot of calories, but like that high school, early college years, like legitimately could say that like, oh, I don't think I've ever really been full. So yeah, like if there's still food, let's keep eating. It was just like I was like
it's more detrimental in college because you weren't swimming anymore.
Right. Yes. Once I stopped the activity, I quickly learned I also had to stop the eating.
Oh man, that's so. Like, did the previous captain? Did he also just like wait or like conditioned more than everybody else? Like, did you ever keep up with his career?
I think he played baseball.
Okay.
Like one season, and the swimming was the opposite season. So I believe he was in both sports. So he was pretty athletic.
Oh, okay. So the swimming is more just for conditioning for the more American sport.
Yeah.
Because in America, unless you're doing Olympics, baseball has a higher chance of going somewhere versus being a swimmer, right?
Yes.
Did you ever?
Because when you really hard think back, besides Phelps, I was a swimmer, and I would be hard pressed to name a second. I'm like Gray Louganis, but he was a diver, so that doesn't really count. That's a different team.
All right, the diving is scary, especially when they're going off like the 25 meter to 50 meter.
Right.
And then the 100 meter, I don't even know where you start with that one. Like,
yeah. It was high school, so we were like the 3 meter and the 12 meter, I think, were the two.
The diving stuff.
We didn't do anything other than that.
All right, guys, let's start. Let's get into the.
And because I don't think we've said the name of the movie yet.
Oh yeah. Today we watched 2002's Swimfan. Starring, I don't know if they're big now. I think the most famous one is probably the Stalker, right?
What? The main guy was Xander from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
No, he was not.
Yes, he was.
No, he's from Clock Stoppers.
No.
He is not Xander.
What?
Yeah, Xander is, God, he's from so many things, but he's not from Buffy. He, yeah. That's not.
Is it really not?
Yeah. I'll show you after the show.
I feel so dumb. I thought that the whole movie. I thought that when I originally saw this 20 years ago. I was like, I'm glad the guy from Buffy's doing something with his life.
No, yeah. I could see where you would, see that. He kind of looks like him. Right?
I'm going to say he looks exactly like him. Must be brothers.
Oh, man. Yeah, and then, the main, the girlfriend, she's been in a lot of small roles. I believe the stalker, what was her name? Madison?
Yes.
I feel like she's been in more, or maybe she's just easier to spot.
Oh, I thought
she's
she was in a bunch of stuff, too.
Let's see here. Erica Christensen, Swimfan, The Perfect Score. I've seen Flight Plan with Jodie Foster. Maybe not. Maybe I just remember her more from TV.
Right, and I like.
Parenthood.
So when I was watching this, I was thinking this was really early because I thought I remember her getting more attractive.
Right. I mean, she's pretty, but man, in this movie, she's just insane.
Yeah.
All right, but let's start it off. We're starting off in, I believe, maybe an East Coast type of place. The girlfriend works at a seaport restaurant.
Yes.
It looks like it's like on the docks and everything like that. But we start off with Ben swimming, so we know. Obviously, if you didn't know, he was a swimmer.
He is a swimmer, and
he's the best swimmer on the team. We see that he catches a lot of flack from the rest of the squad because he's the coach's favorite.
Right? And the coach quickly makes reference to scouts coming out from schools.
Yeah,
that this like the state's championship or whatever that's coming up is like this is the big thing that makes sure he's in prime shape because scouts are going to be there.
Yeah, so because obviously for especially for coaches in the high school level, if they're known to produce high level athletes, they'll obviously get better offers from either colleges or more prestigious high schools. Right.
Yeah.
And so he's like, you got to focus. And we quickly learn that Ben has a group of friends that has John Ritter's kid in it.
Oh, yes.
Right? It looks exactly like a young John Ritter. And his girlfriend, who's been in a lot of things too. And it seems like he has a pretty good friendship, school to work life type of balance. We learned that Ben is working as an orderly.
Right.
I believe. Which I thought I was like, man, this guy's pretty young to be distributing drugs to patients. Maybe
it's like an intern kind of position. Because like his mom works as a nurse.
Oh, so like it was nepotism. That's what
probably, yeah.
Because it just seems like an awful lot of responsibility for a 17-year-old to be distributing drugs to elder hospice patients.
Right. But I guess you don't really need a medical degree or anything for like that.
Yeah,
I would still think you should be 18,
right?
Just for like the legal aspect. But
yeah, I mean, we do later learn that Ben has a drug problem also, or he had a drug problem.
Yes.
So there's a lot of things going up in there. We really don't get a lot of Ben's backstory. We have it secondhand fed to us, his father isn't present.
Right.
He used to get in trouble. That's what we learned from the cops.
Yep.
When he gets accused for murder.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everything seems pretty good in his life right now, though, because now he's focused on swimming. He has a possible scholarship to Stanford.
Right.
We do learn that from his girlfriend that she'll be going to some college in Rhode Island, but she does have a possible offer to Berkeley.
Right. Yep.
Which is closer to Stanford. It's always hard with these young relationships to really.
Yes, Berkeley and Stanford pretty close.
Yeah. No, yeah. but her original school is in Long Island,
right,
or Rhode Island, so
which is very far.
Yeah, it's a 3-4 hour difference as far as time zones go. Obviously he's going to be a star athlete there, so she's obviously worried.
Yeah.
And I don't know we don't really learn too much about her. Other than her parents are decently well off.
Right.
But she works.
Yeah, she works the night shift at the
which also is another thing, because I guess she might be over 18. Because I believe if you're under 18, you couldn't work past a certain time, right?
Oh, that's right.
So maybe they are at 18, and that's why they're working these jobs. Because we learned that her shift ends at 1 a.m.
Right. Right. And I guess they're both seniors because they're both talking about going to school the next year. So if they are on the older end, they could have been already 18.
Yeah. But as school is going on, we see that this blonde girl named Madison gets dropped off to school by her uncle, I believe, and then she asks Ben for help to open her locker, which I was just like, why do you need help? But Ben being nice does it, and they go through their day, and then for some reason I can't remember now, but Ben gives Amy a ride.
Because he is, on his way home, he is staring at some booty, and then he almost hits her with his car.
Yeah, there you go. And, it's a shame because I just watched this movie an hour ago. Right? And so he ends up dropping her off home. He learns that he's friends with this guy. He also plays a lot in teenage movies.
Yeah.
But he has, super thick glasses. He has a hearing aid. People kind of bully him for no reason.
Right, yes.
But he learns that, they're related. They're cousins with each other, right? Later, we do find out that she leaves a notebook in her car. And he opens it, which is that's kind of intrusive of you, Ben.
He ponders it for a while, though. He keeps looking at it, and then he brings it in the house, and he sets it down. And then he just eventually, the curiosity
just got to him, right?
Yeah.
But he learns that she's a musician because everything doodled on that notebook is notes.
Yeah.
And so he goes over to bring it over to the house to drop it off. The cousin, the guy, I'm gonna call him Bifocals. Bifocals is like, oh, here, I'll take it for you, you know?
He reminds me of like from the funny scary movie Officer Doofy.
Yeah, but then like when he doesn't have the glasses on, he looks like a total like normal dude.
Right.
But no, it kind of seems like Bifocals is trying to like just take it and then kind of make him go away as soon as possible.
Right.
Because obviously he knows something about her.
Yeah.
That's off.
Right.
But then later we see that Madison sees that he came to drop us something, and so as a thank you, Madison wants to take her out for like lunch.
Take him out for lunch. Yeah, she very subtly is like, "Oh, I just need to get out of the house, and I haven't eaten anything all day, so I'm all peaked."
Right. and there's a slight flirtation going on around lunch, but it's nothing too alarming until she's like, hey, let's go somewhere else.
Right. And then he does pop up. He was like, oh, hey, we should call this, after lunch, we should call this quits because I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's
trying to be loyal.
It's pretty serious.
Yeah.
Because they kind of, when they decided to go Berkeley, Stanford, they were like, hey, we might even move in together. So it's serious.
Oh, and expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so it's pretty serious. But against his better judgment, he ends up taking her to watch him swim. Which, yeah,
it was a weird leap from let's do something else after lunch to immediately like, I'm going to be almost naked swimming in this pool.
Right? But hey, if you had to show off your body.
That's true.
That is the most environmentally appropriate setting. Right? You can't get in your Speedos and show like a girl how you do a jump shot.
That is true. Yeah, and I guess if you were on the basketball team, you'd be like, "Hey, watch me do my layup." And you were on like the golf team, you could take her to like mini golf or something. So like, I guess maybe it's appropriate. I mean, it should have been a public pool,
right?
But
he has private access to a pool,
Yeah.
But golf, you have a lot of like things that you could be like, oh, let me show you how to stroke it or hold my rod. But she gets into the pool and is like telling him like, hey, I don't know how to swim.
Yeah.
And so they he does a little doggy paddle, which I don't think is like the best. Well, the way that he's teaching her, it doesn't seem like the most efficient way. You must have taught a lot of people how to swim.
Yes, it's. I guess it's kind of the start. You got to get them like a dog. When you first put a dog in the water, you get them used to moving their arms and their legs.
Yeah.
In a pattern that makes them move in a direction and not just flail.
Yeah. Okay. But they get to 8 foot. Well, it goes 9 and then 8, right? And she gets a little too close. And Ben thinks that this is gonna be fine because she had also said when he told her he had a girlfriend, he's like, oh, don't worry, I have a guy back in New York. He's about to get to the Mets.
Right.
This is all platonic. Don't worry about it. But she gets pretty close, and she's like, I want you to do it. Don't worry. It'll be our secret. Oh, I guess not so little secret because I guess Ben had a big donger.
Which would be difficult to hide in a Speedo.
And also, like, I feel like doing it in a pool is a little, might ruin, you might get a yeast infection, you might fuck up the pH balance in your vagina.
Yeah, not to be pervy or anything, but like, it seems like a fun romantic thing to do, and it is like
not
the worst.
Exactly. I don't know about Kobe, but I've done it in the pool, and it's not fun.
Right. You're like, let's just go up on that hard-ass pool decking, because that will be better than this.
There's not, the friction is way off, Like, I also had the same thoughts about shower sex. It's not like as awesome as it looks, right?
Yes, movies make them look like that is awesome, and it is not.
But as they're hooking up, they're having sex. She's like, "Tell me that you love me, even if you don't mean it."
And he's like, "What?"
Yeah. As he's giving her the D, and he's just like, "I love you." I swear, when we're in there, our IQ just drops to primitive levels.
Right.
Like, you feel like while in that state, you're like, oh, maybe I should build a fire. Think about my hunt for tomorrow.
So like I watch these movies. Sorry, little interjection here. So I watch these movies usually by myself because they're usually not like the wife's favorite. She's not in the room watching.
Yeah.
She's like in the kitchen. She's doing some work on her computer, and I just at this point, when Ben says I love you, I just hear scream from the other room. Boys are so stupid.
Exactly. Right? Because we think, oh, we should let them hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
So I can keep doing this.
Right.
Just terrible. This is terrible, right? But after they hook up, he drops her off. You can see the look on his face. It's instant regret. It's that post-nut depression.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But she's making him. She's trying to comfort him. So like basically saying like, don't worry. This is just a one-time thing. We're just friends. I won't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Which is, like his safety net, so he feels like it's all good.
He said, I love you, because that's what she wanted to hear. And then she said this, because that's what he wanted to hear.
So the next day, everything feels like they're fine, he meets up with his girlfriend. Obviously, he's saddened by it, but he kind of just puts it to the back burner of his mind.
Right.
As just a mistake.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's kind of like let me get in the pool and just swim till I forget kind of.
But he's starting to have flashbacks of guilt while he's swimming in this pool, and it's affecting his time. So his coach is like, you need to get your time down by Thursday. And he's like, don't worry, I got it. But throughout this whole movie, she is interjecting herself in his life.
Right.
Because we see that Amy and her friend are going to have a party. Right. And so
because parents are out of town for the weekend, so it's...
Yeah, so the parents are out of town for the weekend, and he goes with the bottle. Everyone's like shit-talking Ben because his time sucks. It's just like, dude, it was just like one practice, Right. People can have off days. But he goes to meet his girlfriend, but then his girlfriend introduces him to her new friend. Oh, of course. Who else could it be? Right. Madison. Yep. And he is wildly uncomfortable with this situation.
Yeah.
As anyone would be when you're feeling that guilty. He goes to the bathroom. He's trying to just kind of shake off the nerves, right?
Yeah.
But when he opens up the door, Madison's there, and she wants more dolphin dick.
and as he's going to the bathroom, his girlfriend's like, hey, can I borrow the car keys? Can I gotta go move your truck?
Move a truck because some guy wanted to run to a video store.
Yeah, it's gonna go to Blockbuster, grab some movies for the party.
But yeah, and so while that's happening, the interaction between him and Madison's like, I left my panties in your truck. Yeah. And, that was clearly a trap, right? Because obviously his girlfriend was going to get into the car sometime and find the panties. He moves it. He's like, oh, my car's been acting funny. Let me do it. And see, this is where, like, the movie kind of gets weird because there's a lot of quick cuts to just new scenes. Right. Like, this party scene is done. We show up at school or in his room and he's doing homework. And now Madison has an account called Swimfan 85. Yep. I'm pretty sure that's the year she was born. And she's like, what you doing? And he rebuts her. He's like, and then she logs off. Yeah. After this, oh wait, hold on. Plays, and she's just giving that dead eye smile.
Yes, yeah. Well, yeah, it's like last week's when we talked about like when the guy comes home and Jim Carrey, the cable guy, is just like at his house with his parents.
Yeah,
and I've kind of felt like that here. Yeah,
exactly.
Obviously, he's like, Mom, how long has she been here? And she's like, oh, it's only been like 20 minutes, half hour. And he's like, okay, weird girl.
Yeah, and she knew when the mom's birthday was.
Oh, so, that's right, because it was Mom's birthday, and she brought Mom flowers.
So clearly overstepping lines and boundaries. Next day we get to the library. He opens up his account. There's 45 emails, and there's a whole bunch of. It's so funny because you can tell how old this thing is. When he uploads it, it like pixelates into the photo. Yeah, very slowly. Yeah. And it's a naked photo of her. Right when he opens that up, his girlfriend shows up from behind the computer, and thank God he, with the quickness, turned off that monitor.
Right, yes.
But she's like, hey, my parents are still out of town. How about we go to my house and, do nasty after school. Hey, that'll help you out with your meat. And, what a great girlfriend.
Right?
But he rebuts her. He's like, I got to work after school and I got to practice. I'm sorry. But she could tell something's off, right?
Yeah.
And so after all these things are happening, he goes over to Madison and is like, you need to stop this. Whatever you think we are, we're not. And he kind of like,
yeah, he's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
This time, where lots of the previous times, like, okay, well, yeah, we're friends, but we got to stop,
Yeah, we're not that close. I just met you, and then he makes a comment to her like after swim practice, like, oh, cool, you're with Josh. Now you're gonna stop bothering me.
Right.
But she tells him like, I think about you while we do it. I was like, Jesus, I feel so bad for Josh. Second place, not only in swimming but in doing it. But he's like, and she's like, oh, you know what? I think you just have too much on your plate. You should drop some things. And this is where Ben explodes. Like, I'm dropping you. You're the thing that I'm dropping. Yeah. All right. And she's like, are you saying that making love to me was a mistake? He's like, yeah, I am. Yep. And so this is where his life starts to crumble apart. Right, he decides he wants to tell his girlfriend what happened. Madison sees that and tells Amy first. Yes, and so they end up breaking up. He gets ready for this important meet with the Stanford Scouts. Right, but before that, there's a drug test, and then his urine gets switched out with steroids. Right, this comes tests positive for anabolic steroids. Right. And then, the funny thing is the coach is like, we don't allow steroids in this school. And I was like, oh, my God, they allow steroids in other schools?
And it's one of those things that everybody knows that he had a previous drug issue. Yeah. And so they're just like, of course he's doing steroids. He's just back on he's just a different drug. Right. He's now addicted to something different. Right. So they don't even give him, a chance to, rebuttal. They're just like, nope, once an addict, always an addict.
Right, which he says to his mom too, like, once not a fuck up, but pretty much says like, oh, I fuck up once and I'm gonna fuck up for the rest of my life. Right? Yeah. And because she just leaves, she's all disappointed. He gets fired from his job because his cart gets his drugs on his cart gets switched out, and one of his patients almost died. Yeah, and so everything kind of seems to crumble, right? So he goes to Madison's house, he does some snooping, and he finds an obsession box, right, of all his stuff. There's his goggles are in there, all of his newspaper clippings are in there, and then
and there's newspaper clippings and stuff from the previous years. Yeah. So she
did his research.
When she found out she was coming to this school, she looked into it and she already found who she was going to obsess over.
Oh man, just think, if he just kept it in his pants, would she have?
You know what? I think she would have kept pushing. Oh. And boys are dumb.
I know. See, sometimes you just got to teach your kid, the Heisman Trophy, stiff arming these hoes out of the way. Because so girls get you in trouble. The wrong girls will get you in trouble. Yep. But no, the cousin comes into the room. He's like, "Yo, if she finds you, she's gonna kill you," right?
Yep.
And I believe this scene is after Josh, the guy that Madison was hooking up with, breaks up with her.
It's about the same time, yeah.
Right? And so like,
because they're in the car getting ready to do the
nasty,
and she starts calling him by Swimfan's name.
Ben. And he's like, oh my god, oh yeah, it is, because he's like, I knew it, Ben was right. Ben doesn't need steroids. He's good without them.
Yep.
And then Ben, wanting to clear out his locker, he goes out for one last swim and finds Josh dead, right? And so this is what spurs him to go into investigation mode. The cousin does find something in her room, her previous obsession box.
Yep.
The
baseball player who was getting scouted for the Mets.
Rough, right? And while all this is happening, not all this is happening because Madison almost catches Ben in the house. Madison does attack Amy while she's on her moped.
Yes.
Which, I think mopeds are stupid. They're, like, if you're gonna, just do a motorcycle, mopeds are just as dangerous as a motorcycle. You're just as vulnerable. You might as well go fast.
That is true.
But Madison gets attacked, and all the while, Ben is investigating baseball guy.
Yes.
And we learn that baseball guy is in a coma.
Yep.
In a, what's it called?
Like a hospice.
Yeah. This dude is dead, right? But Madison, wanting to finish off Amy, puts on her doctor uniform and is about to kill her with a scalpel. Not even like, with insulin or an overdose of insulin.
And when she runs Amy off the road, she does it by using Ben's truck.
Yeah.
And then putting Ben's hat on, like tucking her hair up and putting Ben's hat on. So it kind of looks like Ben is driving his truck and ran Amy off the road.
Right, which is full on psycho.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But Ben formulates a plan, before she can get to Amy, she's like, they're calling baseball man's name on the intercom, like, come to the nurse station, to the nurse station. And then her cousin puts on the guy's clothes and leads her into the parking lot. Ben, accosts her and is like, you made them think I killed Josh, and you made them think I was trying to kill Amy. I'm already going to prison for life. What's one more? And she's like, I did it for us, baby. And then that's where they catch her on camera.
Right.
And yeah, and at this end, this is like the final part is like a total rush, right? Because Amy is staying at Ben's house because her parents are still out of town.
Yep.
They're on the next flight home.
And the mom's a nurse, so, it seems logical.
Mm-hmm. And so everything seems good. Madison's getting taken away. But for some reason, while she's getting taken away, the cop is sitting in the back with her. Oh, I guess because they don't have the grate.
Okay, yeah.
Right? But, he doesn't have his gun holstered properly. It's unbuttoned. Right. And so she takes a chance and shoots these two, right? Goes over to Ben's house, kidnaps Amy, and the end of the movie all starts where the fuck up began, in the pool. And I think this is the most anticlimactic death for me ever in a movie, because Ben rescues Amy from the deep end.
Yes.
Ben, obviously a juvenile delinquent, because he can pick a lock, picks the lock of the cuffs that Amy is on.
Oh, I didn't even put those two things together, but yes.
Yeah. And then he drags Madison into the pool with the stick she was trying to bop him with. Yep. And then pulls her into the pool. She drowns, saves Amy.
Yeah. Because she can't swim, so he just kind of in the process of saving Amy,
she just dies.
Madison drowns.
Right. And then we end off with Ben watching another school tournament. Yeah. I'm guessing it was the race that he was trying to qualify for.
Yes, yeah.
Right. And then just ends up getting in his Ford truck with Amy, and I'm presuming driving to the Rhode Island State College. it cuts there.
Right. It was a very quick, like, I hate to say it this way because we haven't done any Jackie Chan movies, but like I feel like every Jackie Chan movie is like action, 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 killed the big boss, credits roll. Like there's no follow up to like the action scene.
Except
and, like,
for Rush Hour.
Well, I think that's because that was made American, so we had got to throw some American love at the end there. But like, yeah, so it was a very weird, like abrupt ending.
Yeah. This movie's quick.
So it made me, and I know that things didn't happen like this back then, but it made me sit through the credits to see if there was going to be like a little post credit, like her climbing out of the pool or something, you know.
This was pre-Marvel.
Yeah.
Post credits scenes. Yeah, this movie. I remember watching it growing up, and I was like, "Oh my god, bitches be crazy." You know, but now I'm at that age. I was like, "Oh, I wish bitches were crazy."
I mean, because it's done in a very calculated, methodical way, and it's a well thought out like script. So like, like it seems extremely plausible that something like this could happen till you get to the like the ex-boyfriend's like in a coma, like, you know, it gets a little far-fetched at like right at the end, but that whole like build-up of stalkerness.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good.
Very like that happens.
Well, I feel like even the boyfriend going into the coma was plausible just because her parents left the country. So I'm feeling like they were able to get her out of that issue, but then they're like, "Oh, our daughter's insane, right? So let's move to France and leave her with the cousins, or my brother or something like that." Yeah. It just feels like a shame because a lot of it is like quick cuts. So we get to like one scene and to another where you're like, wait, what happened to what happened to the rest of the party? Or
right, yeah,
you know.
And some of it's like, it feels like it's just like, okay, we're just going to show you little clips, like almost like a very long montage of like little psycho things she does.
Yeah. That
don't really like, that are just like, just throw a little psycho here, a little psycho here, a little psycho, without like a whole lot of story leading into each of those parts. You know, it wasn't bad, but yeah, it was a little choppy.
Yeah, I mean, this movie came out in 2002, so good cinema has really ruined movies like this for me. Just because, like, you know who did it really well? It was pretty much an obsession movie too, but that movie is way too famous to do on this podcast. Is Gone Girl?
Yes.
We're like, it made you think Ben Affleck was an asshole. I mean, he was,
right,
but he wasn't that much of an asshole. This one, it would have been really interesting if they had made it seem like she wasn't obsessing over him.
Yeah.
And then when you get the big reveal, you get the exposition dump, like, oh my god, she's crazy.
Right. Yeah, they could have played it as like he's the jerk who cheated on his girlfriend and then was just trying to diss this new girl. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, a diss, because I am in the 90s.
Oh, Colby, what do you think? Why do you think they chose a swimmer for this movie?
I feel like it's just kind of, it was like a fun twist, like, because you always, there's so many movies about your baseball players and your football players, you know, and so like this is like that kind of like underappreciated sport. I mean, they could have done tennis or something like that.
Water polo.
But water polo, yeah. But yeah, like, and then it gives you also the, the means to like get him to show off his six pack and and get her almost naked as she goes in the pool. You know, and in a good like fun fight scene at the end, because everybody likes a good water battle.
I'm just saying, she had the high ground.
She did have the high ground.
I don't know how she didn't bop him in the head at least a couple times, right? Yeah. How did you feel about the girl who played Madison?
She comes off obsessive well. Yeah, and she plays creepy, and she played it. I thought she would played real strong role in this. Like, if they played it the other way around, I think like she would have done just as well.
Yeah.
If she was trying to play the
victim.
The victim.
Yeah, she got them crazy eyes.
Right.
Yeah. And the thing is because like she also has like a sort of babyish type of face, because she has like a lot of like, you know, just like a little baby fat in her face that kind of gives you like, it lulls you into this false sense of security that she's a nice person.
Right.
That it kind of messes you up when she starts to come off even more crazy. One of the unfortunate things I think was the girlfriend Amy. She kind of doesn't. It almost like she doesn't really play a role in here.
Right. Yeah. She's just
almost like a prop.
Yes. Yeah. They could have definitely expanded her. And like you said, if they made it like hid the obsession a little more.
Yeah.
And then boosted her role, Amy's role, and then you could have really made not Xander look like a douche. Ben look like a douche.
Xander. Yeah, I it would have been nice to get a little bit more meat on her character.
Because like I feel like in general, like she's a good actress. Like in other things I've seen her in.
Yeah, no, yeah, she's you know, she's not bad or anything. It's just like they didn't really give her anything much to do.
Right.
You know, all she did was have sex with Ben in the beginning in this Ford.
Right.
Ask for sex in the middle of the movie in her parentless home.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like they could have at least even played up the her getting mad at him. She like cried a little and then slapped him and then like walked off scene, and it was like.
Yeah, were they afraid that she's gonna take away too much from the obsession, the stalker scenes? Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I feel like they wasted kind of her in this movie. I feel like they could have just gotten an unknown actress if all she was gonna do is just a couple of things.
Right.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. John Ritter's son didn't do much in here.
Yeah, he was definitely like just like support, like, yeah, good swim.
Yeah, oh man, don't worry about it.
Yeah, we trust you.
I got your back, bro. How'd you feel about Ben in this movie?
I liked him. I like the actor. Now that somebody different than I thought it was, but still liked him. And I felt like that was super realistic too. On like that, like, hey, the new hot girl is hitting on you, so like your flirty fun turns into a little hanky panky, and then you're like, holy crap, I didn't mean to do that. And then let's just keep this between us. I feel like that's super realistic.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I'm guessing at this school he's sort of like one of the top dogs as far as athletes go.
Right. And hey, who knows? Maybe whatever state this is, swimming,
Massachusetts. I don't know.
Swimming may have been a much bigger thing. Here we're in Vegas, where like the school swim teams had like 9 people.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, this one looked
you barely
busy.
had enough people to get all the events filled.
Right. This one looked busy.
Yeah.
Right. This is probably one of those states where swimming's huge, rowing, water polo.
Right. So I was doing
golf.
I was doing like some like research, like because I always kind of just watch other people's reviews and stuff on the movies and kind of get the idea of like what other people thought about it. Mostly so I could put them down and tell them that this movie was great. But I actually found the 11 deleted scenes from the movie.
Okay.
And I watched them, and like 10 of them should have been deleted. Like, they were very irrelevant.
Oh, okay.
One was she kills his dog.
Oh, no.
And I was like the dog played such a little part. I was like, he had a dog? And then I had to like think back, and I was like, oh, at the beginning he's feeding the dog like his breakfast or something, and Mom's like, don't feed him bacon, it's bad for him. And he's like, oh, but isn't it bad for me too? And she's like, yeah, but you don't crap on the floor, you know.
I didn't even know he had a dog.
Right, that's the only part that you see the dog in, and then like there's one of the cutscenes is like he finds his dog dead. But there is one scene that I feel like they should have left in. So that deleted scene is he's going in to do the P test as his kind of rival is coming out from the P test.
Yeah.
And in the movie, they just show each other, and he just kind of like smirks at him, and then the scene's over. This one, he comes over and he starts hitting on the nurse.
Yeah.
While he's handing in his pee, like the rival guy, and Ben's like, "Man, you got a girlfriend now. Don't do that." And he's like, "Yeah, speaking of my girlfriend, you better stop emailing her and texting her and paging her because she's mine now. And I know you don't like coming in second best, but she's number one and she's mine." And they kind of like get all like shouldery.
Oh.
And so then like that led much better into there's a part like right after he gets accused of doing steroids.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "This is your fault. You
planned this with her.
You planned this with her." And the guy's like, "No," and then pushes him in the pool. Yeah. And then also it makes it feel more real when she calls him Ben in the car when they're getting ready to do the duties. And he's like, "Why'd you call me Ben?
My name's not Ben."
Yeah. And then he's like, "You know what, Ben? I think Ben's right, and you are crazy, and because he doesn't need steroids."
Yeah, because Ben is awesome.
Right. So those two things, I felt like if they left that scene in, it was only like a 30-second scene, but I feel like that would have tied those two other parts into
Much
the movie
better.
A little bit better.
Yeah. That's a weird one to leave on the cutting room floor.
Yeah, but all the other ones were like, there was like a scene of Amy like making spin art in her like little studio.
See, I would have been fine with that.
Yeah,
because it shows something.
Maybe, yeah. You know what? Almost every other scene that got cut was Amy, and so it was like they cut all of her story because apparently, if you watch the deleted scenes, she was an artist, and that's why she was going to wanted to go to Berkeley or Rhode Island for an art thing. And because like 3 or 4 of those scenes are her in her art studio.
Yeah. See, I just feel like they filmed it, but they're like, "Oh, we didn't really film it in a way where we can tie it into the story."
Yeah.
So let's just cut it out.
Right.
Which is a shame because like it'll show you the sacrifice that she's making to going to Berkeley, because I feel like Berkeley is a much more like educational, like driven school.
Right.
Not so much in the arts, but more like maybe literary arts, but not like painting. Fine arts, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. I mean, she could have also went to California, like Southern California. There was a bunch of art schools there.
Let me tell you,
same time zone.
When I was this is forever ago, when I was getting ready to go to college, I went and checked out a bunch of colleges, and Stanford is the most beautiful college campus.
Oh, really?
Just I knew I wasn't going to get there, but that was kind of like my dream school. I applied to Stanford, and they quickly rejected me.
Did they have a strong swim program too?
I have no idea. I didn't even look into it.
You could be like, guys, I could be bench warmer for the swim program. I don't even know if there's a bench in
but
swim.
just walking the campus, I was like, oh, I want to go here.
Oh, do you think your life would have been different if you had went there?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it would have been different mostly just because I moved away from my parents for college. That would have been, I think, any college I would have gone to would have been a huge change from still living at home.
Oh, I know. You might be a totally different person, Kobe.
Right?
Living in California for 4 years, possibly staying in California. Probably would have went into a frat because that was, I don't know if that was I feel like that was the thing in the 90s.
I probably would have
built those connections through your fraternity.
Yep.
Get hired through nepotism. That's how America makes it, right? We get to the frats, and then we.
So, hey, that's what they say, right? It's
ride those coattails.
It's who you know more than what you know.
Exactly. Bros for life. What? Oh, you're class of '93. I'm class of '85. I got you, man.
Yep.
Oh man! All right, we're getting to an hour. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If this is the first time you guys are joining us, thank you for joining us. But we do our reviews in 4 sections. We have Stream It, DVD It, Blu-ray It, and Ultimate Box Collection. Ultimate Box Collection, I feel like we could add this movie, Single White Female, and Fatal Attraction. Those are all the dangerous female movies.
Yeah, that would intrigue me into possibly going Box Collection. Being that it's a little bit older movie, I feel like probably DVD is probably where this would fall. I'm not sure you get enough extra off of Blu-ray.
No, that's just a waste of a disc.
Yeah.
For me, I would just go stream it. It's not. The movie's pretty short. We're coming in at 85 minutes. Probably like 82 after you cut out like credits and all that stuff. I feel like a lot of the quick cuts that they have is a little bit jarring, just because it's like you get kind of weird, discombobulated by like how did you get to that one scene, to this scene, to another scene. I think it's still worth a watch just because of the actress who played Madison.
Right. Yeah. I'm like it's a good creepy stalker movie. It's definitely like you show this to your junior high kids so they know what to expect going into high school.
Right. Yeah.
Because
keep it in the pants.
Right. Because there's no nudity, not really any nudity. So
which would have made it into DVD territory if we got boobs.
Yeah. So like it's clean enough you could get away with showing like the younger audience.
Yeah, what was the rating? I feel like this was
of course there's not even cell phones, they're on pagers. They page each other messages. So like our kids today would be like, what the hell is that?
What is that ancient device? I didn't even remember pagers doing it that well. I felt like pagers just had like the phone numbers. Like, hey, call me
no,
back.
a little later on you could
okay.
you could text in the
pagers, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if this was rated R or PG-13, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure it's PG-13.
I would guess PG-13 from.
So yeah, you could show this as just a cautionary tale for guys, like be careful where you put it.
Right. Yep. Or a how-to manual to girls, like this is how you trap them.
That is not the lesson.
I apologize. That is forget that.
Hilarious.
Strike that comment.
Right. Or it could be like, this is how you recognize other crazy girls.
Oh, okay, yes.
But yeah, because when they come on too strong, crazy. Oh man, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode so far. Thank you guys for joining us. We have our affiliate links down below. You guys are gonna shop on Amazon anyway, so why not help out the channel you like to listen to?
Yeah, and give us a like and a share and a comment. Let us know what you like and what you don't like. Certainly always looking for suggestions for movie months.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Barry.
And this is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out who does our theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. It's called Arcade Montage. It's on her Music for Podcast 3 album, and her Bandcamp is down below.
Thank you.